Alright, dude, whenever you're ready.
Alright, so timer's gonna start when I stand up after I click, okay? So when he fully stands up, timer's gonna start. I'll tell you when.
Proper story is supposed to start at the beginning.
Alright.
Okay,
Ain't so
hold on.
simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world got all twisted, leaving him stranded on a rock in the sky.
Alright, so 3, 2, 1,
He gets up,
go.
sets off
So,
for
hello
Bastion,
everybody.
where
Welcome to
everyone agreed
Bastion.
go in case of trouble.
I guess I can first start by explaining why I'm using mouse
You don't stop to
controls.
wonder why.
When the kid rolls, which is
Finds
the
his
character I'm
lifelong
playing,
friend, just lying in the road.
if I hold down the mouse button while I roll,
He sees what's left of
my
the
walking
Riddler
speed
Wall.
is actually
He
added
is
on
a
top of my
work
roll,
undone
so I'm
in an
rolling
instant.
30% faster than I actually
That'll survive.
would.
No, ma'am. It's a
So the
gas
first thing we're
valve.
going to do is we're going to skip
Force
that
valve
weapon,
from
and then we're going to come up here
Sometimes
to
you
this
just need a
trigger,
drink.
and yeah, that's going to trigger squirts to spawn. Now, the squirts are going to be used to get to the next
Squirts
area.
tunnels up around them. Must have fled here from the mines.
As you can see, we can enter through this door. Now, this game is full of triggers. I mean, full of triggers. Some of which can be sped up. Some of which have to stay the same. So the first trigger that's going to speed something up is the shield spawn, which we need to get to the next area. So killing Randy, I think that's his name, speeds up the shield dropping, and that can enable the turret to spawn earlier.
The security takes him for a petty thief.
So all the enemy spawns in this game are actually not RNG. They are placed the same way every time, so you can actually, yeah, you can just route it like this and get, I mean, the fastest way is two of those things to spawn, but other
More
than that.
squirts start coming out of the woodwork.
So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and
A big old
kill everything
fella
in this room.
pops out in front of the kid.
To get the trigger to get to the next room, we're going to need, we can leave 2 of these things alive,
Them windbags are playing for keeps.
just like that, and we can go to the next room. So that's that. We're gonna be introduced
He gets
to
a
the
good
bow
look at
here,
things on
but
his
in
way
the
down.
speed run, we don't really need the bow,
He
so we
lands
can
on
just
top
go
of a
ahead and skip
breaker's
that.
bow,
And if we roll
and
fast
ain't
enough, we
broken.
can go beneath that wall.
And then
Oh my
he
gosh!
falls to
Oops.
his death.
So that'd be a good time to explain falling.
Good news
So
is the
falling in this
emergency
game
defenses still work.
takes away a little bit of health,
Bad
but it
news
doesn't
is they
actually
aim for the kid.
doesn't
Right
make you
back
start
at
over from the
ya.
beginning
He
unless you
finds
run out
the
of health,
distillery
obviously.
Right next to the arsenal. Tough part of
And
town. The arsenal's where the kid
we need to
can
open
get
this
the best
building
tools for
to
the
get
job.
to have the ground to
Some of
spawn.
them squirts birthing like crazy in a couple of corn bins. An old ferry barge sends the kid on his way. The Bastion's
So
real
here we
close
can just
now.
relax. We need to have a certain amount of XP for a later level to actually get core dupe, which is something that's coming up shortly. Now, the reason why this run is so short is because of core duplication, and you can do this by binding your interact key on mouse down.
He's a
As you
mighty
see, we're gonna
fast
gate
butter.
clip here,
He finds
but I'll
the
explain that in a
core
second.
to the wharf district.
But
Down
as you can see, we duped the core.
down
So
toward the Bastion.
I'll first talk about the gates and stuff. So every gate, pretty much
the
in this
kid
game, is
sees something
clippable. Some
stranger
aren't,
still. His
some
mind
aren't, but
races.
almost every gate's clippable
Did
by going
anybody
around
else
like that.
survive? Sure enough, he finds another. He finds me.
But yeah, so that's how gates work.
Just like that,
The core
the
duplication, how it
Bastion
works, is we
comes
bind the mouse,
Starts
I mean,
growing
our
again.
interact key to mouse
growing
down,
stronger.
and
Kid's
and
gotta
if we
put his
scroll it
power
really
to good
fast,
use.
if we
Now the
pick up the
Bastion
core
can
on
send
the,
him even
I mean, I
farther
think it's 4
into the
frames
wild
that you have.
unknown.
If you pick it up within 4 frames, it's
Kid
kind of hard to
does it
explain,
again.
but
Only fair
I
he
hope you get the
decides what
point.
we build next. Kid don't know what's out there waiting
So there's
for him.
some points in this game where you have to wait until the narrator finishes talking, and some you can manipulate this some ways.
Now he
like
lands at the
you'll see in a
intersection
bit how I'm going to
between
use
bad
the
and
narrator's line from one of the buildings we build
Oughta be a
to
core
skip
down one
something.
of these
So
twisted
see that in a bit.
streets. But which one? And there it is. But it's locked down tight in an alloy cage. A blustery old foreman's
So we're going to dupe the
keeping
core
fellas in
dupe.
check.
If you
But
duped
now
her
there's a
too
new
early,
marshal
the
attack.
core isn't going to dupe for
He
some
is
odd
no
reason.
place
So
home.
just because it's a
Tough
marathon,
to
I'm not going to
follow.
try to dupe it really fast. So that's about a 17-second level.
He comes back,
Uh,
just like I knew he would.
Not that long.
The core hums.
And once again, we can just
go
go back to the Bastion, and we get 2 cores instead of 1. So,
So
so right here, we're going to be using a we're going to be using a narrator line to skip another narrator line. So we're going to build the arsenal here. We're going to open the arsenal so a narrator line plays, and then another one can't play in here. It's kind of complicated, but two narrator lines can't play at the same time. So yeah, you can manipulate that. So hanging gardens, because we roll a lot faster than we can. The ground seems to form a lot slower for this level, so we have to kind of take it slow. And if you don't play on full screen, you can actually roll off the screen and get the thing before the camera goes up. We can actually, there's another gate that we can clip through. We can't roll down these stairs. We can roll down this. Oh, another fall. And surprisingly, there's actually an invisible bridge there that you can just go ahead and go across. You can roll around, I mean, you can roll through it, or you can just walk through it. So, yeah. So now, we have an unskippable cutscene, so we can just go ahead and relax here. And so yeah, what else can I explain right now?
His name is Saul.
Let's wait till this cutscene ends.
Folks like him,
so as of building order after this, building's order doesn't really matter a lot. So we can just build whatever building any place as long as you build it as fast as possible.
And to each other for the first time.
So yeah, once we're gonna go to the foundation, and we're gonna put the 2 cores in. Another way you can tell if you got the dupe or not is when you put the first core in, the second core, I mean the first core disappears. That's another way you can tell if you got it. So now we're gonna go to Cinderbrick Fort. So here's where kind of like a route change happens. You can either go musketless or musket, and it doesn't really cost too much time. But if you're going for a world record, you might want to go musketless. The musket's gonna help a lot later. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that. No, random fall there. The thing about this game is that every run is going to have falls. The world record video has the world record holder House. He has 2 falls in his run. Yeah, every run's gonna have falls in it. So the trigger for this gate is just the end turret there, nothing special. So that core that I just duped there, that requires a level up to dupe, as far as I know. I have no idea the specifics why, but that requires a level up. So anyway. So we can just roll along the side here. And now here's another clippable gate. We can just clip through that, and boom. And yeah, as I said, pretty much every gate is clippable. But now, we're going to be doing a cutscene skip. By rolling off the edge, we can activate, because if you go close to that, I don't know, I don't know what to call it, but if you go close to that thing down there, a cutscene happens. But if you fall off the edge, the cutscene doesn't load, so you can just skip it. Anyway, off to Rothus Lagoon. Now, this level kills a lot of runs. There's a couple ways you can do this. You don't have to pick up the decoy, but the decoy makes it a lot easier. Oops. You can just get through here with the musket. And yeah, the musket makes a lot of stuff easier, but it still costs 3 extra seconds. Now we can actually use the ankle gator to do 3 rolls and clip that. Oh, oops. Come on, get through. Come on. We can actually use them to clip through here too. So we clip through both of those. Not really clip, but she launches, and then we can just clip through that. So yeah, pretty much this is just everything is clippable at this point. Yeah. So we can just go ahead, dupe this. You can tell if you got the dupe also because the text glitches out, and we can just put a decoy up there. Now the decoy makes 2 cycling a lot easier. because you get a crit with it. So I can just 2-cycle her instead of the normal 3-cycle, and then I can just go back. And that's Rotha's Lagoon.
Keep running after all that.
So,
hope Queen Anne don't mind us borrowing from her treasure.
so there isn't really a lot. There's not a difference between shards and cores. They're pretty much the same thing. Both can be duped.
But you know what?
And
It was worth it.
yeah. So building upgrades don't really matter either.
It ain't too late to unlock the potential.
Upgrading the top 2 is what's the fastest. Though, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that.
Awful big, lost and found under the circumstances.
So Culford Cauldron. So this level, I don't know what to say about this. I mean, there's the first clip can for some reason has a random chance to make you fall. If you have to get a certain specific angle here. You'll randomly fall sometimes, but thankfully I didn't fall that time. I fell that time though, Kappa.
As for us,
so we can just pike through all these.
Sure, we dusted off a good many secrets out here, but we discovered other things.
And here it gets kind of blurry, but with enough muscle memory, you can just get right through that.
Crawling underfoot. Place is inhospitable.
Okay, I'll just go around.
After all,
you got to be careful around those. I don't know. They kind of look like they're from Mario, kind of. Those cactuses, but those things can stun you for not stun you. They can root you for a second, so it's kind of important to go really fast.
Too bad taking that thing
around them. Oh my gosh! Oops. I forgot what button was my internet key.
Stink eye he's ever seen's waiting for him on the other side.
So we can just keep going here, and to get back, we can just do a clip like that. And that's it for Culford. So yeah, Culford's a really interesting level. So now, prepare yourselves for the Lunky Drop. So the Lunky Drop, I don't know, aka drop the Lunky, is it's kind of hard to do it musketless, but with the musket, it kind of secures you to get it. So we're gonna be, instead of killing this really big boss, we're going to be just making him go off the edge.
In case we need protection.
It's gonna be confusing him a lot. But yeah.
Imagine everything.
So when we start this level, we can just we don't have to shoot those things. We can just go around just like that. We can go around that. We can go around this. We can go around that. And here in Burstone, you can actually go as fast as possible without having to worry about the ground. The ground forms up when you roll, so you don't really have to worry about that.
Remember things. Now, why would the Hurons sell off such a fascinating place? Might be the gods told them the quarry's bad news. Those rocks.
So yeah, it roots you. We can just go around it. So here's Lunky. So if we get this correctly, nice. So if we stand at that top right black on the black tile, if we stand on the top left, I think it's left. He'll either jump off all the way, or we'll be able to shoot him once without going off. So that's drop the Lunky.
Are you all right? It says.
So going back to the trigger thing, Zolf triggers this switch happening, so we have to talk to him. We don't actually have to talk to him all the way, though, thankfully.
Kid hears him, but he ain't about to be deterred.
So I'm gonna wait a second for this core.
If that's the way it is, he says, then I won't stop.
Didn't look like I got the dupe, so if I didn't get the dupe, I don't know what to say, but we'll see. We'll see. I waited a little bit. Drop the Lunky. Yes, Reskar. Sorry for not looking at the chat much. I've just been focusing. It's kind of hard multitasking for your first marathon. I apologize if I missed any questions or something.
His countrymen don't much care for pleasantries, though.
So yeah. So when you get back, you just have to have these two kill you all the way, just like this. And while the loading zone happens for restart area, you want to exit to main menu and continue. And this is gonna deload everything and make you go back to the normal Bastion. And from here, you can finish the game. So you can just go ahead, put this in. I hope I got the dupe, please. Yay, I got the dupe. All right. I can relax.
We need to finish what we started.
So yeah.
The Bastion.
And now
it's finally finished.
That's pretty much it. We can just go ahead and wait for the loading zone to happen,
now,
so we can actually get
there's something I want
to the Bastion.
You to see.
I'll tell you when time. Time's in a second. Hold on. Time's gonna happen any minute.
Welcome.
I mean, any second.
To the heart of the Bastion.
All right. So time's going to be when I hit the ending. I click the ending.
So you get to do the honors.
So as soon as I get movement, I have to talk to these two to trigger this.
You made it.
And then as soon as I click the ending, it's time. So time. And yeah, that's Bastion. So I hope for my first marathon I did an okay job commentating.
Now, sit tight.
Before the credits roll and stuff, I'd like to give a huge shout out to the Bastion community. They're extremely helpful in every single way. Shout outs to also to SRX for accepting my run. That's really awesome. And I think SRX is actually having a live, IRL marathon too. So that's gonna be cool.
Before any of this.
So yeah, huge shout outs to the Bastion community. If you ever want to run this game, if you stream it, everyone will be in your chat. That's what happened with me too. Everyone will be in your chat afterwards. So yeah, that's it from me. Thank you, and bye.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
I just wanted to say your time. It was a 15:06.
Oh, okay. Not bad.
In the next one.
That's a minute and 8 seconds off of world record. That's kind of cool.
We're coming home.
Woot, woot.
All right, awesome, dude. Good run. Shout outs to you, dude. Thanks for showing up, and maybe come in the in-person marathon.
Yeah, I'll think about it. Where is it going to be located at?
Johnson City, Tennessee, probably.
Yeah, I'll think about it. I'll probably try to find a way to get there.
All right, coming up next is Bomberman Hero by PBTCB.
So should I stop the stream?
Yeah,